Portland, Oregon. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce.
First personal foul. First team foul.
GA, this has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got two outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled at shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring it.
In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
To the inside. Swinging. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
And finished off by Avdia.
Wow, Avdia quick to the cup. What a finish.
Wembanyama down low. And Klingon pulls it down. Pass to Avdia. And Barnes comes to help. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Here's Sharp. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Pulls it from the elbow. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Avdia's got his second bucket.
Let's remember, Avdia is 6'9", which means he is quite capable of being effective in the painted area.
Here's Wembanyama. Good, nice job down low.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your base. I've done that since I was little. It helps. Guys, back to you.
Truly an elite defender. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Vassell. The Blazers getting the bucket. To the paint. Klingon with the block.
And at 7'2", Klingon is a huge shot blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around.
Back to Holiday. And Sharp has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Portland moving the ball around. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And the Spurs making a change here. Spurs trail by 4. Wembanyama, a screen. To the middle. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
Assisted by
Wembanyama's got 8 points.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That's his first foul.
fourth team foul.
Now, here's Sharp. Pass to Avdia. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. They've been hanging in there.
And a chance here to jump on top.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. It's up a 3. And it's Sohan missing. Portland leading to the middle. Here's Williams. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 4. From
The Spurs, 8.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Trailblazers.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Clingan towering in the paint. And Chauncey Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
Sohan. That one goes. Count it. Sohan's got his first bucket in this one.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Well, Drew Holiday just so strong with the basketball. Very hard to knock this guy off his course.
Inside. Williams with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Screen by Grant. Here's Sharp. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Trailblazers ball.
And here are the Trailblazers now. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Shot clock at 6.
And it's Wembanyama's size that makes him a potent defensive presence.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Champagnie. Misses the 3. Trailblazers leading by 6. And then Sharp with the dunk.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Stolen by Avdia. The jump hook. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
And people, Doris, talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 8-point game. Barnes.
Harrison Barnes.
He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
Avdia gets the bucket.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:53 left in the first half. Stolen by Grant. Portland moving the ball around. Pass to Avdia. And stolen by Barnes. Johnson with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Johnson gets the bucket.
And that solid foundation of Keldon Johnson going to work as he fought for position there.
Here's Grant. 13 feet away. To the paint. Looking for Sharp, and he gets it there.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Wembanyama looking it over. Shoots over Grant. Wembanyama, no good. Trailblazers leading by 8. Pass to Kamare. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, is he active. I love seeing Sharp just get after it on the backboard.
Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's Grant. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's Shaedon Sharpe making highlights for Portland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Hey, Greg, after 2 seasons in Milwaukee, how about Damian Lillard going back to the Blazers roster even as he works his way back from the Achilles?
And in the meantime, he gets to watch this relatively young group compete. Their activity and defensive edge should pair nicely with his offensive brilliance next season.
Castle with it, still without a basket. And he drops it in from the low post.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
And they pick up 2.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Trailblazers leading by 9. Outside, Avdia. Barnes grabs the miss. San Antonio again turning it over. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. To the inside. Sharp. Off target at the rim. Wembanyama left side. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
How about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
First team foul.
Here's Holiday. Takes it inside.
You can see the authority with which Drew Holiday drives. He wants to put the defense in a bad spot.
Portland, they have not yet made a free throw in the game. 0 of 2 so far. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Trailblazers leading by 9. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you. The Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Kevin, back to you.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul.
Personal foul.
That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Team foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Substitution.
And the layup falls. Holiday's got the lead up to 12 now for Portland.
It's impossible to guard Drew Holiday when he gets this kind of position. His frame and his game is very much up to the task.
Good on the shot.
Assisted.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Holiday attacking. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Holiday's got 11 points.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the paint. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
Victor Wembanyama.
Wembanyama's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Portland leading by 12. Pass to Holiday. That's tipped. And stolen by Vassell. And that one's good. Barnes has got his 2nd basket.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Stolen away. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone.
Oh, Denny Avdia can get up there, folks, when he wants to.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Barnes. Here's the drive.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Holiday with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Klingon.
You can't teach size, right? Klingon is already one of the bigger guys in this league, and you can see him adding another 10 or 15 pounds of muscle. To the right side. Here's Barnes. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Barnes has got 6 here in this quarter. Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Outside Holiday. Pass to Klingon. And stolen by Vassell. And so it's Portland going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 10-point lead. Here's Kamare. Off target with his 3. And San Antonio has possession. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
Holiday. Sharp with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. Back to Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. Vassell grabs the board. Spurs trail by 10. And Wembanyama outside. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
During that break, Coach Johnson Phillips had some advice for the team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. Outside Williams. Pass to Sharp. Back to Williams. Portland needs to get off the shot. And it's Sharp missing. Spurs trail by 8. And stolen by Williams. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Williams with the block. And now running up the court, Avdia pushing it up. All right, here's Williams. Plays it in off the window. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Blazers.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts. An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Spurs trail by 8. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. A putback. Another shot. Cleared away by Avdia. And Holiday, here we go.
What great burst by Drew Holiday there. And he just finishes with intent. That's a big-time move.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And so it's San Antonio with it, trailing by 10. And yeah, it's good.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
Now Williams. Oh, what a play inside.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Wembanyama fires. The three doesn't go. All right, here's Williams. Now Sharp. Holiday outside. Pocket 4. It's good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Portland.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Drew Holiday.
He was their catalyst tonight, the straw that stirs the proverbial drink.
Wembanyama trained from outside. And Portland has possession. Here's Sharp. Now Avdia.
Boy, guys, when you think of Denny Avdia, great positional size, versatile on both ends of the floor, and he's unafraid of the big stage.
That free throw, good from Avdia. Second free throw, no good. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
The assist. Sohan.
The Trailblazers on offense. 11-point game.
Spurs foul. Waters. First personal foul.
The free throw drops for Sharp.
At the line for Portland.
And Sharp drops them both. Outside Harper. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony,